What do I expect for any rewards? For Zenless? You know what I think Zenless should do? I don't know if I can see them doing this. But Star Rail is a good example. It's not Star Rail's anniversary, I don't think, or anything. I'm not sure. But right now in Honkai Star Rail, you have a free skin for a character that you can get for free, like with this currency thing. It's kind of like similar to like the puzzles thing where you can get like a Bernice or her engine or like Jane or whatever. There's a skin for a character that you could potentially get. It's Ruan Mei. A free skin for her. And then there's a free selector. And you could choose like previous premium units. That they're kind of a little bit outdated. But one of the premium units in there is a support named Sparkle. And she did get buffed. And you can choose her from that. And now she's actually good now that she's buffed. There's like Akron, there's Jing Yuan. Akron's like falling off, but I think she could still clear alright. I even still use her. There's Jing Yuan, there's Imbiber named Don Hang. And I can't remember who the others are, but it's like a little bit previous characters that were like on banners and stuff that you can like get from a selector, which is like pretty nice. I feel like Zilla should do something like that, but I don't know if they will do something like that. Maybe it's because the game is either still somewhat new, but like for example, like I feel like if they gave everybody like a selector option to get like Hugo or something like that, like I would take that. Like Hugo, like be an option to get Hugo, Lighter, just like older characters or something like that. Like maybe even Caesar, throw Caesar in there. I'd even pick that up. Like I feel like they should do something like that. Add a selector like that, just like how they did in Star Rail, to where you can choose like older banner characters like that. That would be nice. Other than like, because I feel like they can't do the standard banner characters again, like they did with 2.0. I personally think they're not gonna do standard banner characters, just because you already have a selector in the game for like reaching the 300 pity. You have they gave it out in 2.0. They gave one for like a free selector for characters, standard banner. So I don't think they're gonna do that a third time around. It would be nice and smart if they actually like give us like a limited character that's like somewhat like outdated, or a selection of limited characters like they did in Star Rail. Like that would be really nice. And I have faith in the Zenless devs to do stuff like that, because they usually always like listen when it comes to like trying to like better their game and stuff. Like I feel like that's honestly something that's like really common that should be done. Like especially for Genshin's case, they gave us a 5-star selector to select between the the banner characters, like the standard banner characters. And that was after like 5 years. Like people wanted a 5-star selector in Genshin for like anniversaries or anything for like just so long, and it took them 5 years to finally do it. And I'm sorry I have to put Wuthering Waves in here, but I feel like they did it because Wuthering Waves was giving out like free character selectors and stuff like that. And then by the time Genshin doing that, it was kind of like too late because their players were already leaving. And then on top of that, it was standard banner characters. There was some characters that would come on banners that would eventually go to the standard banner, which were characters that weren't like very, very, very strong, besides like Tainari or something. But yeah, I feel like they should like probably learn from, Hoyo probably might learn from their mistakes, or the Zenless dev team, and potentially like, give us something like that, like a outdated limited character. That would be nice. Like straight up, if there was like a Caesar on there, like I would be happy. But I would probably choose like probably like a Hugo over like her, or maybe a Lighter. I guess Chingy is one, but I already have Chingy, so I guess I didn't name that. The thing they did give out was, or well, they didn't give out anything. You had to do this spending event just to like get like a Jane or a Bernice or something like that. So I doubt they would throw like Jane on there after like a spending event.